on to the AMA Plaza right in front of us and over here to our right-hand side. Now, this building is a black box modernist building. It was designed by a man named Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. Mies van der Rohe was a professor of architecture as well as an architect himself. He was the man who coined the phrase, less is more. Now, a student of his by the name of Bertrand Goldberg. Bertrand Goldberg was like, okay, Ludwig, I see your straight lines, but there are no straight lines in nature, so there shall be no straight lines in my buildings. So coming up right in front of us and over here to our right-hand side, this is Marina City, everybody. Marina City kind of looks like two giant corn on the cobs. If you speak Spanish, it kind of looks like two giant elotes. Depending on where you're from, you would call it maíz. I'm Puerto Rican, so that's mazorca. Now, Bertrand Goldberg really thought of himself somewhat of a social scientist. And what does that mean? It means that at the time, the river was disgusting. So nobody wanted anything to do with it because the river smelled really, really bad. And so Bertrand Goldberg was like, that's okay. I am going to create a city within a city where people are going to be able to live a full life within it without necessarily having to leave it. And so he did. Notice the marina here down below to your right-hand side, the restaurant above the marina. Notice the parking lot above the restaurant, and then the apartments all the way at the top. The apartments are in fact pizza slice shaped, an interior designer's nightmare. Woo. What else would you need to live a full life other than your very own? House of Blues, which many famous performers have been known to perform there, and even your very own bowling alley. That's right, Marina City has a bowling alley. Now, if you're wondering if you are able to drive up there in the parking lot, the answer to that is no. If you're like, oh, is that because they're concerned for our safety? Yeah, we're very concerned. Hey, we don't want you falling into the Chicago River. That's disgusting. And if you're like, hey, but no car has actually fallen from Marina City into the Chicago River, right? Yeah, so in 1980s film The Hunter, there was a car chase all the way up to the 17th floor, and a car nose-dived into the Chicago River. Hey, don't worry, friends, there was nobody inside of that car, but it didn't make a huge splash. I guess that's all that matters. I don't know. Now coming up though, right in front of us and over here to our right-hand side, this is the grandfather of buildings on our tour. From 1914, this is the Reed Murdoch, everybody. Now the Reed Murdoch is a building that a lot of people have a bone to pick with, and that bone to pick is that the building is asymmetrical. It has 5 bays of windows to the left of the clock tower and 6 bays of windows to the right. Once upon a time, the building was symmetrical, and then they decided to cut off the side of the building to expand LaSalle Street that's standing currently right in front of us. Later on, they redid the facade of the building in hopes that nobody would notice that the building was in fact asymmetrical. Guess what, guys? Oh, I noticed. Because I noticed it was you. Just if it has bothered me, it has bothered you. Yeah, you're welcome. Now, the building is the home of Whirlpool Corporation and Encyclopedia Britannica. I know, they're still around. What do they do? I'm not really sure. I have heard that it's like Google, but on a book. I'm still doing my Googling about it. Let you guys know as soon as we know. Now coming up though right in front of us and over to our right-hand side, this building that is extremely, extremely wide. Coming up right in front of us and to our right, this is the Merchandise Mart, everybody. Now the Merchandise Mart is a style of architecture we're going to be discussing quite a lot on this tour. It has deep, dark inset windows and long vertical lines that make the building seem a lot taller than it actually is. Think late 1920s, early 1930s. All the money in the world, and how lavish can you be with our Great Gatsby dreams and your Flapper Girl era? This right here is a style of architecture known as Art Deco, everybody. Now, the facade of the Merchandise Mart is as wide as 2 American football fields. 73 football fields fit inside of this building. It has 25 floors, 43 elevators, and it even had its own zip code until late 2008. That was 60654. And if you ever ride the purple and or the brown lines here in Chicago, you can stop at the Merchandise they smart. Which means that that building right there has its own train stop, everybody. Now, does anybody on board know we like to call it trains here in Chicago? If you know the answer, yell it out.
L.
It's the L line. You know why it's called the L line?
It's elevated.
Yes, because it is elevated. You'll be able to notice throughout this tour many L lines will be traveling above the bridges and above the river itself, thus it's being elevated. For those of you who did not know that, fret not, my friends. It's a pun. It's a dad joke. I didn't write it. But get it? L line. Elevated. Let that work as a warning for the amount of terrible dad jokes that I'm about to do on this tour. Friends, if you're not laughing now, this is peak comedy. Everything else is gonna go downhill after that, and you can't be mad at me because I just warned you. So you're welcome. Welcome everybody to Wolf Point. This is the point of the river where all three branches coincide, as we were just on the main branch. Over to your left-hand side, you have the south branch, and over to our right-hand side, you have the north branch. Now, as we start making our way towards the north branch, let's talk about this building that's standing currently right in front of us and over here to our left-hand side. This right here, I like to talk about this building because of two particular reasons. Number one, it looks like a giant hot pocket.
It does.
It does.
It also kind of looks like a giant McDonald's apple pie.
It does.
This is River Point, everybody, and those are the only two reasons why I like to talk about that building. No other reason besides those two. It also has a beautiful art sculpture right in front of it by Santiago Villatrava. It's called Constellation. Now, we spoke about the grandfather of buildings on our tour. Now, let's talk about the great-grandfather of buildings on our tour. So we're jumping from 1914 all the way back to 1898. So, coming up currently right in front of us and over here to our left-hand side, this building that kind of looks like a giant brick standing up, this is Fulton House, everybody. Now, Fulton House, when it opened in 1898, it opened as a giant meat freezer for the meat packing industry here in Chicago. When they went to renovate the building, they discovered that the building took over 6 months to fully thaw out because the walls were about 4 feet thick, filled with matted horsehair and cork. Disgusting, I know. Apparently also very efficient 1800 insulation. Hey friends, don't worry about that now, because thanks to the renovation of Fulton House, it is now an apartment building. What does that mean? It means that thanks to the renovation of Fulton House, all other buildings here in Chicago are also officially vegan. And again, if you didn't laugh at that, hey, the jokes have started. You literally weren't like less than 5 minutes ago. Now, the person who renovated this building was a man by the name of Harry Weiss, who designed the river cottages. Now, Harry Weiss was an avid sailor and native Chicagoan. So, avid sailor, right? Each triangle over here to your left-hand side is meant to resemble a sail on a sailboat. Each circle is a porthole on a sailboat as well. This is a postmodernist structure. Modernism has a lot of rules. Postmodernism says, hey, I'm good. The last unit that was sold at River Cottages was sold for $2.25 million. Welcome everybody to the North Branch. Over here to your right-hand side, you have East Bank Club. East Bank Club is a gym. Its initiation fee is $700. Its monthly membership is $250. What does that mean? It means I don't have a membership. But if any of you do, let me be a +1. I'd love to see the inside of that building. Notice how it is facing away from us, because at the time they were like, yo, the river smells disgusting, so they wanted nothing to do with it. And then 20 years later, you have the Kinsey Park townhomes over here to our left-hand side, and they are facing the river, supporting the idea of seeing the river cleaned and revitalized. Also, after a crazy night out, good luck getting home. All of those townhomes look exactly the same. Friends, I'm gonna hop off the mic here in a second, allow a little bit of peace and quiet for our fellow neighbors, because imagine being them and having to listen to this all day. If anybody has any questions, you can raise your hand or you can call my name. Once again, everybody, my name is Liam. You can also use this opportunity to go visit Olivia downstairs at the bar. Say hi to Olivia for me, friends. See you very, very soon.
Go down the other little alley.
Yeah, could be.
Because there's not much of the city left that I can see. crazy that was on the